Ever wondered if the tales of Robin Hood are mere myths or a reflection of reality? Robin Hood, the name alone stirs images of a gallant outlaw, a skilled archer, a hero who defied the authority to serve justice, a man of the people, a champion of the downtrodden, the embodiment of rebellion against tyranny. But who was Robin Hood really? Was he just a figment of our collective imagination? Or was there a man behind the legend? For centuries, the story of Robin Hood has been told and retold, passed down from generation to generation. A daring outlaw who lived in Sherwood Forest with his band of merry men, Robin Hood was known for his audacious exploits, stealing from the rich to give to the poor. His tales were a beacon of hope for those who had none, a symbol of resistance against injustice, and a legend of heroism that transcended time and place. Yet, despite his fame, Robin Hood remains an enigma, his existence a topic of historical debate. Some argue that he was a real person, a rebel who rose against oppression in the 12th century. Others suggest that he was a myth, a character created by the common folk, a symbol of their hopes and dreams. So, was Robin Hood real? The answer is as elusive as the man himself. Some historians and archaeologists have dedicated their lives to finding evidence of his existence, scouring ancient texts and digging up old relics. But despite their best efforts, no definitive proof has been found. Robin Hood remains a mystery, his story steeped in folklore and legend. Yet the lack of concrete evidence has done nothing to diminish the power of Robin Hood's story. The tales of his bravery, his generosity, and his fight for justice continue to inspire us. They remind us that heroes can come from the most unlikely places, that one person can make a difference, and that standing up for what is right is always worth the fight. We may not know for sure if Robin Hood was real, but his story, real or not, continues to captivate us. Behind every legend, there's an origin story. Let's delve into the early life of Robin Hood. Born into the turmoil of medieval England, Robin Hood's story begins in the verdant landscapes of Nottinghamshire. According to some versions of the legend, Robin was born to a noble family, the Locksleys. Other tales tell of a yeoman background, born to a family of foresters. Regardless of his birth, Robin's upbringing was steeped in the spirit of the forest, honing his exceptional skills in archery and survival. Growing up, the young Robin was a quick learner, constantly observing the world around him. His sharp mind and keen eyes were matched by his compassionate heart. He was deeply affected by the stark inequality he saw between the nobility and the common folk, a disparity that would plant the seeds of rebellion in his heart. As Robin grew older, his life took a drastic turn. Some accounts say it was the death of his father, others claim it was the unjust laws of the land. Yet the common thread in all these stories is the transformation of Robin from a mere boy to the champion of the downtrodden. His journey into outlawry was not a choice made lightly. It was a path chosen out of necessity, out of an unyielding desire to fight against the systematic injustice that plagued his homeland. He was forced to renounce his rights and privileges, to step out of the confines of the law and to take refuge in the vast expanse of Sherwood Forest. Here, amidst the towering trees and the whispering winds, Robin Hood, the outlaw, was born. He was no longer a nobleman or a commoner. He was a man of the people, a symbol of defiance, and a beacon of hope. He used his exceptional skills not for personal gain, but for the benefit of those less fortunate. And so the stage was set for Robin Hood to become the legendary outlaw we know him as. Every hero needs a team. For Robin Hood, it was the band of merry men. This band was not just a group of merrymakers, oh no. They were a group of skilled outlaws, each with a unique trait that contributed to the noble cause of their leader, Robin Hood. Let's delve deeper into who these merry men were and how they played their parts in this legendary tale. First, there was Little John. Don't let the name fool you. Little John was anything but little. With his towering stature and unmatched strength, he was Robin's right-hand man. He wielded a quarterstaff with such precision that he could knock an apple off a man's head without causing any harm. Next came Friar Tuck, a man of faith with a rebellious streak. The friar was the spiritual backbone of the group, offering counsel and wisdom in times of uncertainty. His jovial nature and love for good food and wine often brought much-needed laughter and joy to the group. Then there was Will Scarlet, the dashing and daring swordsman. His agility and quick-wittedness made him an invaluable asset during their daring exploits. His charm and charisma also played a key role in winning the hearts of the common folk. And let's not forget Much the Miller's son. Despite his humble background, Much was a brave and loyal member of the group. His knowledge of the local terrain and knack for creating diversions were instrumental in their successful heists. Last but not least, there was Alan Adale, the minstrel. His songs and tales not only entertained the group but also spread the legend of Robin Hood far and wide, inspiring hope in the hearts of the oppressed. These were the merry men, each unique in their own way, yet united in their cause. They were more than just outlaws, they were symbols of resistance, embodiments of the spirit of rebellion against injustice. With his band of merry men by his side, Robin Hood was ready to begin his mission. Now let's get to the heart of the matter, Robin Hood's legendary heists. In the annals of folklore, no thefts are more famous than those of our man, Robin Hood. He was no ordinary thief. He had a purpose, a mission, a cause. He was in essence a social redistributor, taking from the rich to give to the poor. One of Robin Hood's most iconic heists was the theft of the Sheriff of Nottingham's treasury. The sheriff, a man of greed and corruption, was known to hoard wealth at the expense of the poor. Robin, with his band of merry men, devised a cunning plan. They infiltrated the sheriff's castle, outsmarted his guards, and made away with the treasury, which was later distributed among the needy of Nottingham. Then there was the daring theft of the Bishop of Hereford's gold. The bishop was a man of the cloth who had lost his way, amassing wealth while his flock starved. Robin Hood and his band, disguised as beggars, managed to trick the bishop and his men, stealing the gold right under their noses. But perhaps the most audacious of Robin Hood's heists was the Great Tournament heist. Robin, disguised as a common archer, won the grand tournament held by the rich and powerful. The prize? A golden arrow and a large purse of gold. The rich had expected one of their own to win, but Robin Hood, the champion of the common man, took the prize. These heists weren't just about stealing wealth, they were about taking a stand against the corrupt and powerful who exploited the common folk. Each heist was a message, a statement, a beacon of hope to the poor and downtrodden. Through these daring acts, Robin Hood made the rich tremble in their boots and gave the poor a reason to smile. He wasn't just a thief, he was a hero, a rebel, a beacon of hope. His heists were more than just thefts, they were acts of rebellion, of defiance, of justice. Through his daring heists, Robin Hood became a symbol of justice and rebellion. What makes Robin Hood's story endure through centuries? This is a question we often find ourselves pondering. A tale as old as time, the legend of Robin Hood continues to captivate audiences, transcending cultural and generational boundaries. But why is this? What is it about this outlaw, this prince of thieves, that keeps us coming back for more? Perhaps it's the universal appeal of the underdog. The idea of a common man standing up against a corrupt system and fighting for justice is a theme that resonates with many, especially in today's world where social inequality and injustice are still rife. Robin Hood's story has been retold countless times across various mediums. From literature to movies, TV shows to video games, his legend lives on, capturing the imagination of millions worldwide. Each retelling, while unique in its own way, stays true to the core values of the original tale: bravery, justice, and rebellion against oppression. This enduring popularity is testament to the relevancy of his story in contemporary society. Robin Hood's fight against the rich and powerful to help the less fortunate mirrors the struggles faced by many today. His story serves as a reminder that it is possible to challenge the status quo and make a difference. Moreover, Robin Hood's character has inspired real-world movements. Activists and social reformers often reference his story as a symbol of resistance against unfair systems, reinforcing his influence beyond the realm of fiction. In the realm of entertainment, the legend of Robin Hood has also spurred a genre of its own, the Robin Hood genre, where a hero steals from the rich to give to the poor. This genre has seen countless iterations, proving that the essence of Robin Hood's story is a timeless narrative device. Whether Robin Hood was a real person or not, his story remains a timeless tale of justice, bravery, and rebellion. It's a story that has left an indelible mark on popular culture and continues to inspire people to stand up for what they believe in, proving that the legacy of Robin Hood is far from over.